Greetings, everyone. Let us know if you can hear us right now. So, if you can hear us, we fixed the audio. We had a little audio problem here. So, if you can
We're
fix this,
so sorry, guys. We just noticed it like
hold
30.
on just a second. If you're listening to this, episode 62, I'm Subspace Radio Network for iHeartRadio, Sci Fiction Radio, episode 62. Go ahead, babe.
Okay, we want to apologize. We were already chit chatting and getting all into everything, and we just realized that our mic was turned.
Audio glitch or something's wrong with the audio.
We're still like half
Waking up.
asleep.
We've been traveling 15-hour road trips,
Yeah,
all kind of stuff
yeah.
all the
We've
time.
been. We arrived. We went to go celebrate Christmas with his family.
Right.
We stayed there about a week and a half,
Yeah.
and we came back 2 hours late. I mean, 15 hours later. But it's still kind of like a jet lag, but more. We need like another day or so, and I think we'd be good. So,
Yeah.
whoever's popping in, thank you so much. I don't know why it didn't pop on in our comments, but thank you for letting us know there was no sound. We also realized it after almost 25 minutes in that our mic was turned off. So we'll restart every.
Yes, welcome.
We'll restart everything. That's what we're doing right now.
Review and re-go over everything we just talked
So
about.
we'll go ahead and wait till a little bit more people pop in. We're gonna show you again for the ones that couldn't hear us. Fan Expo, New Orleans. We're gonna be going next weekend. It is gonna be January 5th through 7th.
Yep.
We're gonna show you all the guests that we're gonna more or less all the guests that they have, actors, and now they call it animation.
Animation,
voices, right?
Yeah. Let's bring that up on the screen here. Redo that goodness.
Let us know if you guys can hear us this time. I do not know
I just
why.
checked. I think the audio's on.
Okay. So sorry, guys. So
sorry
now,
about that.
if you are listening into our radio, we're going on fanexpohq.com. We're going to be showing you or just telling you a little bit of the some of the actors that are going to be going on there.
The Fan Expo.
Yeah, and then all the guests that they're showing.
I guess we got Elijah Wood, Charlie Cox from Daredevil, Linda Hamilton, Terminator series, Punisher himself, John Bernthal, Katie Sackhoff from Mandalorian, Battlestar Galactica, Juliette Lewis from Yellow Jackets, Natural Born Killers, Rose McGowan, Dominic Monaghan, and Billy Boyd from Lord of the Rings, Sean Astin, of course, from Lord of the Rings, Shirley's and Goonies, Bruce Campbell, Danny Trejo, Sonequa Martin Green, Vincent D'Onofrio, Sophia Boutelle from Rebel Moon, Jonathan Frakes, Lana Parrilla, Randy Quaid, Jason Lee, Felicia Day. Our friend Justin's actually going to be moderating the Randy Quaid's panel. Emin Asfandi from Ahsoka, Deanna Lee Innocento from Ahsoka, Lance Hendrickson from Terminator and Aliens, Robert Patrick, he played Bishop in Aliens. If you've never seen Aliens, check that out. And of course, Terminator. Robert Patrick, Terminator 2, The X-Files, Peter Weller, RoboCop himself, of course, Admiral Marcus from Star Trek Into Darkness, Holly Marie Combs, Michael Biehn from Terminator Aliens, Edward Furlong from Terminator 2 and America's History X, John Rhys Davies, a legend himself, Indiana Jones and Lord of the Rings, Ethan Suplee from My Name is Earl, American History X, Michelle Hurd from Star Trek Con, and Sean Gunn. I myself will be moderating Sean Gunn's panel at 1 p.m. on Saturday. So check that out. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we're going to be going live for that panel.
For Sean Gunn's panel.
Yeah. And if you guys have any questions while we're there, please do not hesitate to. I'm the one that's looking at it, so you can let me know, and I'll be the one.
Comment it up. We'll be down there.
Yeah, comment whatever question you have for whenever we're going live on the panels. I don't mind getting up there and asking the question for you guys.
Yeah, ask it up. We'll ask Sean Gunn the question. I'll ask him. Just let me know beforehand, and we'll ask him. Joey Lauren Arnams, Jason Damian Mallrats, and Jennifer Blancpain, Dark Angel, the Night Visitor. As your actors, your animation voices are Dante Bosco from The Last Airbender and Hook, Frank Welker from Transformers. He did a lot of other stuff too. I believe he's in the voice of some of the Ghostbusters too, from the old Ghostbusters cartoon. Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime himself, Maurice LaMarche from Pinky and the Brain and Futurama. You've got Tara Strong from Teen Titans Loki, Cam Clark, Townsend Coleman, Barry Gordon, and Rob Paulson from the original Ninja Turtles. Rob Paulson also works on Pinky and the Brain as well. And Kathleen Harrell's the voice of Dora the Explorer. Also, your anime guest, Ryan Colt Levy, is Zach Ogler, Sarah Natochenny from Pokemon, Alex Organ from Lloyd Forger, Spy X Family, Regan Murdoch from Chainsaw Man and Dragon Ball, Natalie Van Sistine, Spy X Family, Chainsaw Man, and Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Sarah Widenhef. Sarah Widenhef's awesome. We talked to her a few years back, right?
Yeah, she's a really nice
super
lady.
nice person. There you go. There it is. Fan Expo, January 5th through the 7th of 2024, coming up here next weekend. So if you're not gonna have anything to do, highly recommend come check out Fan Expo on January 5th, 6th, and 7th in beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We're really looking forward to being. I want to shout out to some of our friends at Fan Expo that will be down there. Louisiana Ghostbusters, the Federation, our good friend Randolph Allen, the Vice Admiral of the Federation, Russ, and all the guys down there. They also put on the show here for Subspace for the Sci Fiction Radio. Really thank them for having us on Subspace, and they'll be down there. Well, Randolph will be. I think Russ is in Ohio or somewhere. And then we'll have, of course, the Weekend Geek Radio Show, WRNO 99.5, with David DeCorby and Scungy will be down there. Who else? 501st, our friends down there. Mandalorian Merch, Rebel Legion, Crew to Who, the Doctor Who fan club, and all the goodies. I think there's some other sci-fi ones. Beauty and Brains with a Twist. Rachel Pizzolatto, our good friend Rachel, will be down there. We also want to thank the Fan Expo family, like Jerry Milani and Miss Brittany and Mike G and all the gang down there for having us come down there and having us do some awesome stuff for them and all the stuff and all. But of course, more importantly, you the fans. Thank you for coming and listening to me rattle on a panel or whatever. We will be having some other panels besides the one with Sean Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there's one at 6:15 p.m. I believe it's Sunday maybe or Saturday. I have to check. Look for the one that's called A Conversation About All Things Science Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the host of that one. Then at 1 p.m. on Saturday, I'm going to be moderating Sean Gunn's panel. And then there's another panel, 7 p.m. on the first night on Friday on the live podcast stage. We're doing a live broadcast talking about sci-fi and pop culture with our friend Justin, Marcia, and Eric. So they'll all be on the panel as well. So there'll be a lot. Tell them about Fan Expo. What do you like about Fan Expo? Also the root beer stuff you're talking about.
Okay, so previously what I was saying, one of my favorite things, and I know I've seen them already in San Diego too. Then think San Diego, it's a big place. Yep. I like the root beer. Wild Bill's root beer.
Amazing.
So what I bought is it's like about $50 and it's a big, what is it? Insulated mug.
Yep.
You cannot microwave it, just letting you know, because it's aluminum. You take that one. Everywhere they go, wherever you see the vendors, sometimes they don't list all the vendors on. I've noticed
there's a lot of them, though.
But you take it. They put the unlimited refills tag on it, and you go. Instead of paying $7 every time,
you just go refill.
You get ice, refill. So far, my favorite is the cherry, the orange, and the diet root beer. Those are the really
smooth.
Actually, they're all really good. So I really recommend.
Ginger beer is good. Ginger beer too. Some kind of other beer.
I don't think
ginger beer, root beer, cherry beer,
cherry vanilla, orange. I don't know how to pronounce the other one. Flavors. Something with an S.
Sarsaparilla.
Yes.
That's like my favorite.
That's that one.
Super good.
That one's really good.
Yeah, super good. Well, we also want to shout out.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, Heine. So that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to. But not only that, I am also looking forward to the sci fiction panel talking about all sci-fi. Awesome. The Sean Gunn panel. Our friend Justin. What's his website?
He's moderating fandomappearances.com. He also has a YouTube channel called The Weekend Geeks, not The Weekend Geeks, but The Weekend Geeks, like the weekend, like the last 3 days of the week.
So go ahead and don't forget to follow him as well.
He's going to be moderating Randy Quaid's
He's doing Randy, which I'm excited too, because I'm actually a very fan of Randy Quaid too.
Randy Quaid's amazing.
Just because I like him in Vegas.
I like him in Independence Day and Vegas and Vacation. Everything is amazing.
So that I'm also looking forward to the voice actor of actually both the Transformer ones.
Oh, Frank Welker and Peter Cullen.
Yes, they're already getting older. So if you guys are gonna go,
I recommend going and checking out. They have for the fans, they have on the tickets. They have like a package or something like that. We can interact with both of them, get autographs from both of them, photos from both, and they'll do a recording, some kind of a recording, like for your phone or something like that.
Yeah.
So check out Fan Expo HQ for New Orleans events website for that. They've also got just tons of stuff going on. The whole weekend's gonna be crazy.
The Ninja Turtle ones as well too from the 90s. I
was like, my man. Here's the thing about that. I didn't get to say this in the last broadcast, but I mentioned it briefly in Tim Laddie when I was talking to him a few weeks ago on one of our broadcasts. If you're there at the event, you should find Tim Laddie. It's Lattie, his last name. Tim Laddie. He works with IDW Publishing on all the Ninja Turtles retro comic stuff they do. I would get a piece of art by them,
Mhm.
take it to them, get all 4 turtles on it, take it, get the art from him, then go have them sign it. So you have this super dope comic book art signed by the actual artist that
By
were the
the
characters
artist,
from
yeah.
Because all the comics they're doing are based off the original cartoon series with Shredder and all the guys.
To be honest, when I was young, I was raised, not raised, but like more into both. I
Mhm.
liked a lot of the more like Ninja Turtles
Right.
and Power Rangers and Hot Wheels, but at the same time, I also like Barbies too. So I had a little bit of both, and I really grew up in the Ninja Turtles a lot
Yeah.
too. And I used to have this awesome sweater. I just don't know what happened to that.
Me and my
sweater.
next door neighbor, Michael Clay, used to have. He would go to Ohio and get all these Ninja Turtles before some store got them like a little bit before everybody else did. So he'd come back home like, "Oh man, you got all the new ones." He had all the new ones before all the figurines and everything. And we go jam out. And I was like, we try to see who could get the biggest collection. One point, he had this massive tub just full of Transformers. We had all the vehicles and Nintendo games and computer games, and so I was go over to his house and chill. And then my house, he had the computer with all the Apogee games and all the, that was amazing. It was color for the late 80s, early 90s. That was a high end computer. And then our other buddy down the street, Michael, same name, Michael, was had his brother was a little older than us, so he had all these old toys from like the late 70s, early 80s. So he had like Transformers out the wazoo. I mean, everything you could ever imagine, 80s and retro 90s. It was mostly 80s, early 80s. But yeah, when I was growing up, some of my favorite cartoons were like, of course, all the Transformers, Ninja Turtles. When I was real little, it was Thundercats was pretty cool. They had
I got to
Captain
see that
Power
one.
and the Soldiers of the Future was a pretty cool one. It was like a live action. That was more live action though. And then you had what else? I mean, just tons of stuff. Just tons. I remember the Ghostbuster cartoons especially. It's a big staple because the Ghostbusters. You had the Extreme Ghostbusters, which was like a little bit later down the pipeline, which is a really good show. And then you had the new one that's coming out, of course, the new Ghostbusters movie. That Afterlife, now they got the Frozen Empire. Really looking forward to that. We'll talk to the guys at the Louisiana Ghostbusters about their thoughts on that when we get down there. Also, they have what else? Just everything sci-fi, pop culture.
Mhm.
The Men in Black cartoon was pretty cool.
That one was,
That was a
really
good
cool.
cartoon.
I got to see that one.
Came around the same time. Around the same time as the. They were back to back on like UPN network for the Extreme Ghostbusters. Mummies Alive. That was a cool cartoon. What do we got here? We got somebody. Prince Planet. Yes.
Prince Planet.
John Caballero. Yeah, he's super cool, dude. John's awesome. John had this. He had sent me a while back, years ago, if I believe it's the same. It was like this detective kind of like animation thing he did, which was super cool. And he's working with Jeffrey Morris, I believe, now on the Space 1999 project. Yes, Prince Planet was good. You had not to mention Captain Planet too.
I was about to say that one.
Captain Planet was good too.
I remember when Captain Planet came out, they had all the rings.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The rings. They have a little electronic ring they made. I have one, but the battery needs to replace. It has a little light.
But that's the one that you can switch, right? That's
the
one
switch
you just showed me.
Water, hearts,
Fire.
earth, fire. Yeah, that was awesome.
Captain Planet.
Captain Planet.
He's our hero.
That's right. That was awesome. Prince Planet too. You got that.
I don't remember Prince Planet.
That was an older one. This was a good one. You also had let's see. You had Mummies. Silverhawks. It's another one. When I was a kid. Brave Star. So like some sci-fi ones. So Silverhawks are cool. Was one of them had like an asteroid that had their base on it, which was pretty dope, like sci-fi to the max. Robotech, Gundam, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's
let's see what else. There's so many good cartoons and animation series. The anime, some of my favorite animes probably would be like Full Metal Alchemist. It's great. Trigun.
I like Trigun.
That was good. Let's see. Lupin the Third. Very many people these days know the original Lupin the Third was just all of Lupin the Third. So they had made a live action Lupin too. It's pretty cool. Lupin the Third is like this little jewelry thief guy, and he's always getting in the shenanigans with his buddies. Of course, Cowboy Bebop. Ooh, man, Cowboy Bebop. The anime.
No, you just showed me that. I've never seen the anime. I've only seen the.
Well, they shot live action. The anime's
that live action one.
Because the anime is like, oh wow, it's like
I've told them, I was like, when are they going to bring back the rest?
I was hoping they would. I liked it. It wasn't bad. I mean, it sounds pretty cool. Of course, they nailed that coffin shut. I think the whole strike and everything pretty much is done now. If you renew that, hopefully, But
remove the strike.
Strike it's over now, isn't it?
I think so.
It's over.
I don't know.
I think it's over. Hope so. But the coolest thing about that Cowboy Bebop was that was a total full blown sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
That one. It was right
sci-fi
up there.
Anime, right?
Mostly it's a sci-fi anime. And
That's
then,
really good.
yeah, it's amazing. But the original animation was.
I've only
I
seen
got
a
the
little bit of
collector
anime.
Blu-ray, super awesome Blu-ray set of all the animation for that. And it's phenomenal.
Art Sword Online. That's one of my
So that
favorites.
was good. They made a game on that too, didn't they? Like a video game. Yeah. Damn, it was a Final
I'm a
Fantasy.
sucker when it comes to soft,
Yeah.
sad, but also romantic part. That's why I always get mad at everyone. Like, stop showing me this stuff.
We watched it the other day. It made you cry or something like that. Something like that.
I don't know which sci-fi movie.
Oh, it was Rogue One, the Star Wars story.
Oh, yes.
When he's like, what? He goes, the Force is one with me, and I'm one Force. He goes out there and swings the switch and gets blasted. And then the other guy with the laser thing, he's like, comes out with the laser gun. He's out there and like he's chipping off some stormtroopers, and all that whole Rogue One story was sad, man. All of them died. Oh, spoiler alert!
I'm sorry.
Come on, this movie's about 5 years old. If you're Star Wars fans on this page, you haven't seen Rogue One, a Star Wars story. It's like saying you haven't seen Star Wars itself. I mean, come on, dude. But yeah, that's a great movie. I like the ending of that. Have you seen the ending? Right? Did you see it? Did you finish it? Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got. So the ending with Vader, and he comes out with the saber in the hallway, and he's slicing up the rebel troopers, and then like the guy's like, take it, the plans, and they get it, and the guy that pulls over like, launch, and then you got Leia's ship rolls out and flies out into space too, man.
And you just see the ending credit of Vader.
And then some cosplayers reacted that at Star Wars Celebration, I think in Orlando on the 40th.
Oh, I didn't get to
it was sick. So they ran through the hallways and they had like this little door and the thing, like, take it.
Oh, that's
They're
cool.
loading it out of an ATM or some crap, and they're like running through the hallways with this Vader guy.
So these are the topics that we're hoping to talk about and people engage with us when it comes to the panel that we're not the Sean Gunn panel, but just our panel.
Sean Gunn. That's pretty cool. Sean Gunn. He's like his brother's really done well. So he's actually going to be, I think, Maximilian Powers or whatever. Maxwell Powers in the new Superman Legacy or something like that. Yeah. So original was like Pedro Pascal, who plays the Mandalorian.
I love
Wonder Woman 84. Yeah. So but yeah, he's going to be that, and he's done a lot of stuff in Guardians of the Galaxy. Of course, Gilmore Girls for all the CW fans. And a lot of stuff, but his brother James Gunn is the head, like chief commander, like the Kevin Feige of DC, of all new DC movies. He's the commander in chief of all of those. Really looking forward to seeing what they do with.
We're
DC.
Excited, guys.
Very excited about this.
I mean, if we're not live right now, we're trying to tame ourselves, but we're kind of like screaming inside like 10-year-old girls.
Oh, we're loving this stuff. Well, the next thing I want to do is start getting more and more moderation in some of these panels. Getting some more and more guests.
When we got the news that Owen was going to be monitoring a panel, like we already had.
It's a perfect panel for me to moderate too, because there's a lot of stuff I know quite a bit about Marvel, and especially DC as well.
Well, we already had approval about just the panel that we were doing ourselves for
literally less than a week ago they added this,
and then they just sent us an email, and I looked at Owen, he looked at me. I think we were in no, was it here? No,
Gulf Coast.
We were
in the Gulf Coast during the holiday season.
For the holidays, he looked at me. He's like, "Babe, what?" And we started.
I mean, Sean Gunn is like
screaming.
Him and his brother are amazing. So his brother's the head of DC
really
now,
good.
And Sean Gunn, he's going to be in DC. So I'm sure his brother will have some roles in that as well. Of course, he was in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So he's already been in DC, but in the animation too. But so Sean Gunn's an amazing guy. He has a lot of similarities with me. I found that he's actually not only born on the same month, but the same place where I was born. He was born in 1974. I was born in 1984, which is pretty interesting. So it's 4 and 4, same city, same month, almost the same date.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's crazy. 10 years apart, of course. But he's got a lot of stuff we're going to talk with him about, pick his brain about pop culture, sci-fi, Guardians of the Galaxy, DC, Marvel.
We are going to be going live. So I'll be the one behind the scenes recording, but
she'll be going live on Facebook here. I don't know if we'll do a full simulcast. We'll probably, because we have to have a lot of hardware and software for that.
I might just go on Facebook and TikTok. Yeah. So if you guys are following us on both, I'm going to be on either or. Actually, I'm going to be on both.
And if you're not, follow us because we'll have more updates for you.
Follow. I'm going to be on both. So I'm going to have 2 different camera angles but I'll still be there. You guys, if you guys have any questions for Sean Gunn or even for what is Justin's panel again? Randy
Quaid, yeah.
Or any other ones. I'll probably go as much as I can, and you tell me, and I'll ask the questions. I'm not afraid.
Also, for the panels, there's that as well. But I was saying something, man.
I know you guys are seeing me look down, but it's because I found a little tiny
cat. That's
little tiny
hilarious.
kitty.
Where'd that come from?
I think it's might be our
Nieces left there for holiday.
They're so cute.
That's hilarious. The panels are gonna be awesome. Everything's gonna be awesome down there. We're gonna be live stream. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So if we may or may not be live streaming, but we definitely will be posting a lot of video content to our YouTube channel, which is at all together, no spaces or at Sci-Fiction Official. Follow that YouTube channel because we're going to be posting a lot of video content. Of course,
at Sci-Fiction Official, no space or dashes in between.
It's down here on the ticker here. Where is that ticker? Let me get this overlay here. It is right. Only for it. Follow us on Facebook at Sci-Fiction COM, Twitter and TikTok at Sci-Fiction, and then it is there. It is YouTube at Sci-Fiction Official all together. And that'll bring you to our YouTube channel where you can watch all of our YouTube goodness and everything else. So super cool. So there's all that. We got John. Thank you so much for joining us, by the way. John's awesome. And so, yeah, there you go. We're going to be down at Fan Expo. We're also going to do some other stuff coming up. We're waiting to hear back. We don't know if their communication is hit or miss, but we hope to go down to the Gulf Coast for an event in Mississippi down in March. And then we're geared up for several other events. And then in between those events and some filming stuff possibly, we're kind of getting our next 6 months out. Yes, we're going to be doing Comic-Con and most likely STLV 58 Mirror Mission. But beyond that, there's stuff before and after that, especially before that. We're still kind of mapping out. There's been some new developments which we're not going to get into, some very positive stuff.
So we're hopefully, we're going to be affirmating and probably saving up to go.
Yes.
For sure. We want to go to New York Comic-Con.
Yes.
And then the one in Chicago.
Yes.
I think one of our good friends, I will mention her name later, but it's a her.
It's a her. Yeah.
She told us that not only in Las Vegas, they have the STLV 58 this year.
58 year mission.
There's some other ones too. I think I know there's also a Comic-Con. Anime convention because a friend of the family, his son loves anime too. So he goes over there. Which one? Brazil, and Tokyo. Those are the next ones that we want to have.
There's John. What's he saying now? He can pop him up here. How does this thing work? Here's the chat. Back operational.
Here you go.
Thanks for the live stream. No problem, man.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for so much, being John, a good fan and, geeking out with us right now.
Yes, indeed. John's awesome. Can't wait.
We still need more coffee, but we can talk. We can talk
all day long. Thank you so much, John, for joining us.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing the Space 1999 documentary and all the good stuff that you and Jeffrey are working on, and you as well. He's an actor too, I believe. He's in a lot of stuff. He's in a lot of stuff.
Caballero.
I'll show you his video he did back in 2011. He had a cool series, like a sci-fi thing, and so much good stuff. But it was I think it was like Clone or something. Like he was like a detective or something. Like I watched the whole thing.
Let us know, John, because he doesn't remember.
Yeah, it was 10 or 15 years ago. It was amazing. Remember, it was amazing. Kind of reminded me of like Sin City meets, I don't know, it was amazing. But check that out. I'll have to get him information. I'll pipe that on the pipeline. It's on YouTube, I believe, somewhere. But they got
So then what else should we talk about?
Oh yeah, well, so there's a thing in March. We're waiting to hear back. We'll just say waiting to hear back. That's all we're gonna say on that. But we hope to promote them for 6 months, but it's 3 months in. So we'll give you 3 months of promotion, if you can communicate with us and
our prices,
come cover your events.
Our prices are very reasonable too.
For Facebook and radio shout outs alone, it's really reasonable. Now, if you're getting into us come and cover big events and moderating and live streaming and pumping you on radio and Twitter and Facebook and it's all day long, we're pumping you, then it can be a little bit more, but even that's not bad.
Yeah. It's just we at first we were promoting this business back up. It's operational.
Fully operational.
So, we were doing it pro bono, but now it's
for years. That's the thing. People before, let's click the clock back. When she brought up a good point. Mm-hmm. 7 years ago, right? So say like in 2013 or 12 or whatever, we had 40,000 or 50,000, maybe 60 max subscribers. And it was only mostly, targeted to Facebook and a little bit on, some other platforms. And we didn't even have a full-blown site. We were usually using some other platforms cobbled together to build a site. For a long time, we used Tumblr as our platform to drive traffic. And when we ended up getting trending and put in trending and featured and one of the bigger blogs on there. And then we broke off and built our own site. And by the time we got the site operational in 2017, About a year or so later, after the site was starting to get ramped up, it got taken down by a major cyber hack. So that was destroyed. Then we had to come back in and basically start all the web platform back operational from scratch. So, if you ever want the story on that, just write me. If you ever want to interview me, tell you the full story about that, it's a very fascinating story.
It is actually.
It's actually the story that Anderson Cooper will never have a story like that on his show ever, because it's that big of a story. So write me on that. PM me on Sci-Fiction or write me on my personal Facebook. Add me as a friend, and we'll talk about that. But basically, it took like 3 damn years. Excuse my French, a little emphasis on that. 3 years to get this thing back up operational, which is starting to get back up with the traffic on the site and everything else. Now, those 3 years, we managed to gather a lot more subscribers. I think we're at like 300,000 now. And on a good month, we reach 10 to 20 million, depending on the algorithm. 5, 10 million here and there. Usually, it's 10 to 20 million. Our reach this year alone, I believe it was just conservatively, it was like 162 million plus reach.
It was a lot.
We're reaching a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And that was that. And then, imagine all that traffic could have been yours to use for your company, or can still be. But there's a lot of traffic out there, but especially before the algorithm slice in May, that was, imagine companies getting, your banner somewhere and they're getting, what was our highest share was like 75,000 shares. Mm-hmm. We still got one the other day, got like 12 or 15,000 shares.
I do want to emphasize the difference between having, a lot of followers versus the reach.
Let me say something about that. So I used to I've run 1 or 2 companies. I've run companies that have traffic so big, it's bigger than anybody in the world, reaching over 1 billion a year, okay? I've seen the back-end analytics. I run pages like that. Some of the top social media companies, I thought in the world at that time, were running, especially the one that was caught up with the whole thing for Sci-Fiction again. It's a long story, but email me. We'll talk about it on camera or on a news interview. So basically what happened was the algorithm sliced in May is still a lot. We have our page benchmarks higher than most pages even in our genre because of you, the fans, and all the people that come and follow.
It's because of you guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
We were very grateful for that. I was watching just kind of for fun Sci-Fi Channel's page, which by the way has only got 2-point-something million. A million of those followers are actually probably bots. I'm pretty sure on that, because there's a little trick I learned during training that you can tell us. So if I'm wrong, correct me. They still got a lot of followers, but if you go and benchmark their page for analytics on Facebook, I'm talking about only, their page is dead as a rock. Compared to what we were during the height of when everything was ramping with the algorithm. Many weeks we were flying, ungodly amounts of traffic past them. If they were passing Sci-Fi Channel on IO9's traffic were floored out beyond theirs. Only pages I know that were even getting even half or in fact close to ours with virality and shares and reach was maybe comicbook.com had some pretty good heavy traffic there for a little bit, some of their channels, and there's a few. I don't know anyone that was getting the virality, because we had reaches. We had posts getting 5 million reaching 10 million people reaching. One had 27 million people reached on one post. Mm-hmm. Well, it was very common to see people 3 and 4 and 5 million, and occasionally 8 or 9. And we have a few 10 million and 27 million. But that 1 month alone was like 50 million reach or something like that. That's amazing. It's quite impressive. And I think the reason they're doing of course, we all know, if you're not, with the blinders on, the reason the traffic's dried down is they're trying to control the media news outcome of what's to come in the precipice of the next election. Mm-hmm. We're going to leave it at that.
Yeah, that's it.
We're not dumb. Okay. We're not dumb. Okay. We're very, very smart. We may be sci-fi fans, but we're also like, as they say, would you like to know what it is, Neo? You got the 2 choices. That's it. It feels better if I had the sunglasses on.
So if you guys do want to do, you want some marketing or anything with Sci-Fiction, please go ahead and message us, or you can also email us at owen@scifiction.com. If you're interested, we can give you our prices. They're very reasonable. Or if you just want one post, we do have a price of the post.
We can do posts. We have 1 post or 2 posts. We can do, but right now we're really mainly targeting specifically, contracts to where we can promote events. If it's 1 event, you do a year, up to 6 months if possible. We can work with you a little bit on that, but 6 months usually is 3 to 6, minimum 3, but usually 6 months. And then if you want to be a sponsor, We are looking for sponsors out in space.
We are looking for sponsors.
And we're looking for advertisement, mostly sponsors. And we want to advertise, but also sponsor us. This platform is getting big, and we think we might need some sponsors to take it to the next level. We are working on some other things that are companion to the site that we are not going to announce that require some funding.
Yeah.
Extra funding.
Yeah, and that funding will definitely be going for us to, go to these events, getting more content, and then also, just expenses.
Development of technology.
Because it does get expensive to go to all the Comic Cons. I mean, if you're gonna go there,
your flights, your hotel,
the hotel expenses, and then you're gonna wanna buy stuff.
We try and buy stuff a little. We don't. Most of the stuff's operational capital for the site.
Well, true, but still,
we spend our own money on
anywhere from $500, like I say, a basic $500 to $1,000
per month, maybe.
No. I'm talking about
if it's just buying stuff, we might spend a few
at a good expo too, because you want to buy, if you like art.
If I'm going to be down there and I see a cool Millennium Falcon piece of art or something, I'm totally going to buy it.
Yeah, I think the one,
but not with y'all's money, with my personal money.
Yeah, well, we have been using our personal money. Let me finish. We've been using our personal money when we go to San Diego, and I think we spent, because we like to buy limited edition stuff too. I say it was anywhere from like $1,200. But we got some good stuff.
I will say this. Up until this point, it's only starting to begin for other people. Up until this point, I have personally spent more money than, I'm going to be on the record for this, unless you're NBC or Sci-Fi Channel, more money than anyone across the board. Hundreds of maybe $500,000 to $1 million over the last, 15 years on this platform, including social media runs,
I've only been with you for 3, so I don't know.
Before and after. Just over this last 3 years, it's usually like 200,000, 120,000. 120,000 just to get everything back together, to be able to get this thing back online. That's a lot of money for some people too.
Really short. We don't want to linger on that. But when I met Owen, his site was down for a while, and I helped him. Him too. I'm like, no, we need to get it back operational. It's a good site. Like, you don't want it to drown. And you've been working on it for a long time, almost a decade or two.
It's a great story how it got down too. But
so then after that, we're like, hey, and little by little, it's starting to get back. And with good supportive people, you can do anything.
Yeah, it really angered me and annoyed me highly to be able to having this site down and the platform down for 3 years, where the fans couldn't see any of what I was planning to do and everything else. Threw me under the bus for 3 years with this site being down. And the whole thing is, I had no control over it because our site the servers at the time were being controlled by a piece of garbage that, by the way, works with those yellow robot dogs y'all all love to put on TV. So maybe Boston Dynamics, you might want to pay me back as a sponsorship.
Okay, so yes, guys. Sorry, before Owen goes into a rant, but yes, you guys can go ahead and
sci-fi goodness. I want to bring y'all sci-fi goodness.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and contact us if you're interested. Yeah. Now, going back to, we're talking about Fan Expo, what we're hoping, the expectations,
right, exactly.
The panels, please, I would recommend you guys to keep a watch. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment on there. I can ask the question for you. Our next one, I know it's in March, but we're not too sure. So that one's a little questionable too. But even though it's in the Gulf Coast area, I think the other one is STLV 58 year mission. I think they're still hosting it at the Rio, but if you have gone to Vegas and you have Caesars Rewards,
they just got bought. They're now independent, right?
They're not part of Caesars no more. They're independent, so they have remodeled they're basically remodeling because it needed a. I know Owen and one of our good friends stayed there. I stayed at the Venetian because I had comp. So beautiful hotel, by the way. But I think this year they're independently owned and they have their own point system. I think they're planning to open up. That's where they have that. What is it? The Kiss Chapel. So if you want to get married,
the Kiss
I'm pretty sure the Cell kept that one too.
Awesome.
So that one, we're really hoping some good stuff. I didn't get to get a lot of photos, but I tried my best. This time I will be able to focus. But
there's a lot
going
of stuff
back to
I love that.
The sponsorship, it does really help us because, besides us really focusing on the sci fiction, we do have other jobs that we have to work. But getting part time.
We have a lot of stuff working on sci fiction.
Well, I work.
She works.
So I sometimes
helps
can't take off all the
take
time.
care of the goodness.
So it does help us where we're not using our own personal money because of course we're
It's a lot of
adults.
fun to be
We
fair.
pay. We have to pay bills. Bills are inevitable. They're always going to be there.
Everybody has bills, especially in this beautiful country we live in, where everything's taxed and we have lots of bills to pay. But they didn't just print up a bunch of new money the other day.
I'm not too sure. I think they're
It's been a lot of new money.
changing the.
Something.
I know we're going off topic. I'm so sorry. This is only supposed to be sci-fi stuff. I think it's like more of the Social Security. I think they're
Social
helping.
Security,
They're
yeah.
helping more of the Social
Well, that's
Security.
good. It's always good to help people out.
But yes,
Yes. So where's sci-fi goodness? We missed Comic-Con. We missed STB 58 Mission, Fan Expo, all the goodies. But yeah, the overall encompassing message of this broadcast is never give up, never surrender, like Captain Nesmith says in Galaxy Quest. And lots of good stuff. We're going to be bringing you over the next few months and 6 to 12 months, years, all kind of goodies. Anything you want to say about anything else you're looking forward to Fan Expo or Comic-Con in general? Any other movies? There's some new movies that are coming out.
Okay, so I already mentioned those two of the Comic-Cons. We're hoping there's some other ones that we are planning to go, but we're not too sure. We're hoping
Waiting to hear
get.
back.
Yeah, we're hoping to hear back from the
negotiations.
Yeah, so a movie that we've been wanting to see. No, it's gonna be it's a movie, right?
Movie.
So Rebel Moon.
Rebel Moon.
I don't know if you guys have gone to our website, scifiction.com.
We wrote a pretty lengthy, beautiful, truthful, but it was not written by me. It was written by one of our writers.
Yeah.
But the second trailer came out.
I was like, I don't remember writing about Rebel Moon.
No,
I wrote about
one of our writers wrote about Dominic, I believe.
I wrote about the movie The Shift.
Right. Shift was awesome.
That one was really good. But going back to the Rebel Moon, I don't know if you guys have seen it. We don't want to do no spoilers.
It just came out.
But it's so good. I liked it.
Good. It's good.
It does need. I do agree with Dominic, one of our writers. He did write about it. If you guys haven't read it, please go to scifiction.com. Go check out the article. And then you can even comment on already in our website. So if you guys have opinions, go ahead. But all I can say, it is a little mixture of everything.
Yeah.
From Star
Wars, a little Matrix, Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit of everything. It's
Yeah.
very space opera, very epic-esque. But we have a new article we're going to be launching here soon, maybe today or tomorrow, which is the reaction to the second trailer for Rebel Moon Part 2. So stay tuned for that. Let's go on the site real quick. We'll bring on the site some of the stuff. Another thing I want to bring up before we get out of the off the broadcast. We'll bring on the site. Zoom. Here's the site, everybody. So we got some goodies here. We got all the reviews coming in for the Aquaman Lost Kingdom movie. It's a good one. Got the season 2, episode 2 review of What If, Marvel animation series.
Oh, the Percy
Beautiful
Jackson.
Percy Jackson, the Olympians article.
I love Percy
for the
Jackson.
first 2 episodes, the pilot that was released, or season 2, episode 1 of review of the What If series by Marvel. Here's the Godzilla -1 review. Amazing review that Kira did on this. The Shift review that you did, babe. Dune 2 official trailer 3 reaction. Got some video game content. Isn't it? This article here, Sam's Quest of the Lord of the Rings, to help Frodo was not to destroy the ring, but to help him. It's a great article. One of the best Lord of the Rings next to that is this scoring of the Shire as a Lord of the Rings most important missing deleted scene. That article is amazing. There's so much good stuff in there. Also, the anniversary of the Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings is the animated one from the 70s. I got this thing about the brief look of Star Wars video games. I like this article here to bring us up. Celebrating the 5th anniversary of Fleet Command, Star Trek Fleet Command, written by our video game writer, Dia. This game's amazing. She even mentions the video for 5 years from launch to legacy, which is an expose. It's embedded into the video. She's got the site map for the new Fleet Command and all how the game works and everything else. There's her bio there on the site. Just tons of goodies. We're working on getting some more comic book stuff. We're working on that. More interviews and podcasts, of course, television stuff. We're pumping that up frequently. We've got What If, Percy Jackson, Halo Season 2, reaction, The Boys, Fallout, Percy Jackson, everything. Loki. We're going to have a lot more stuff coming soon. We got some more Halo goodies. There's a Halo piece that they're working on as well as some other stuff we're going to be working on here in the pipeline too. And you got all the goodies, tons of stuff. I mean, there's a whole photo album there and all the goodies. But you can check out the site. Site is scifiction.com. If you go to scifiction.com, You can follow all the Sci Fiction goodies and check out our YouTube channel at Sci Fiction Official, because we will be posting a lot of video content on that channel in the weeks and months to come. Also, stuff from Fan Expo New Orleans and anything and everything. We also, all these live broadcasts are simulcasted and stored on our YouTube channel, as well as Facebook and Twitter and Twitch. So there's basically that goodness. What else you have to say, babe? For any good things, movies wise? We know we got the Ghostbusters films coming out.
The Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Ghostbusters Frozen, that must be amazing.
Well, we have a lot. We have
the Ghostbusters, and there's some other Aquaman 2. We still need to watch that. That's gonna be awesome.
You know, I think we have not put an article of the show that we really like, which is For All Mankind.
Oh, we did.
Oh, we
Check
did.
this
okay,
out.
I was
We
like,
did.
I don't know if we did or not.
Oh, yes, we did. I believe we did, because I had one written up on that. So,
if you guys have not seen it, For All Mankind,
gotta check it out.
So it's I think it's kind of not sci-fi.
It's alternate history,
but it's like, it's about NASA. You know, it's an alternate, like I kind of like a what if type situation.
This is a trailer for New York Comic Con. All reaction for the trailer. It talks about the trailer.
Yes.
This is
Karen. Let's
check this out. You want to play it?
Yeah, play it so they can kind of.
The Russians put the first man on the moon.
That's steps away from nuclear war.
There's no going back.
A three-way race to Mars.
We're not going to come in second place again.
Today, we take the next step towards a self-sustaining Mars colony.
They're looking for guys just like us. This job on Mars, I could be doing something that I never even dreamed of.
For the next 2 years of your life, Mars is your new home.
What's happened?
Something incredible.
This asteroid, it could change everything for people back home.
There's more iridium in the asteroid than has been mined in the entire history of Earth.
We can capture the most valuable known object in our solar system.
North Korea, CIA, KGB, they're all wanting a piece of this pie.
Is this about justice or filling your pockets? What are you going to do with all that money if you're dead?
I always thought I'd go out, play the glory.
I'm gonna get that rock or die trying.
We are powerless up here.
1,000,000 miles from my family. This isn't what it was supposed to be.
People are going to keep getting hurt while your bank accounts grow bigger and bigger.
Building a new world for our future.
You ready to make history? Always, my friend.
There it is. For All Mankind, season 4. If you haven't seen the show, it's on Apple TV, Apple Plus. Check it out. It's amazing. 4 seasons in the middle of ending of that. Debuted on Friday, November 10th.
Oh, see, we're releasing in New York Comic Con.
Yeah, New York Comic Con. So the trailer. That's the trailers on the site.
This was like in October, but
October.
we already like up to date on it.
I watched all the seasons. I have not seen the last 2 or 3 episodes. So I'm waiting to see back on that.
So yes, guys, go if you love astronaut stuff, NASA. I mean, it's even about.
No, he says.
I don't know so much.
John says Russia wins the space race.
No, it's actually the.
Well,
oh no, sorry, I don't want to spoil it.
Don't spoil it up.
Sorry, it's so good. I don't want to spoil
Michael
it.
Kuda, yeah, he worked on the show.
It's. I'm sorry. This is actually a really good one, and I'm not really.
Michael Kuda, for people to know, he worked on Star Trek TNG, Deep Space Nine. All set. He's won the Akudagrams, all the computer LCARS display, all the goodness. He did all that. He's a genius. Prop department.
I just like their space.
Him and Doug Drexler and his wife, they all worked on all the goodies. There's a lot of other people, of course, behind the scenes. But all the goodies, tons of stuff. Amazing show. Yeah, For All Mankind, highly recommend checking that out on Apple TV, Apple Plus, whatever. Everything's Plus this, Paramount Plus. So I think it's Apple Plus, right?
Yeah, it's Apple. Just Apple TV.
Apple TV
It'll be on there.
Yeah, so we'll check that out on there.
What's the next one? What's one of the ones that?
Monarch for the Russell Crowe stars in that. Him and his son Wyatt Russell.
Oh yes.
The Monarch is the Godzilla TV series.
The Godzilla series.
King Godzilla Monarch. Legacy of the Monsters on Apple TV is amazing.
Oh, it's super good.
Man, Russell Crowe's knocking that out of the ballpark, and I love all his
I love
movies.
him.
Amazing.
Which I always mix up the names, but which is the one where they go to China?
Big Trouble Little China, of course.
Yes, that's
and of course, you could have Stargate. Give my regards to King Tut. It's great. It's amazing. Yeah, the rings come down.
Yeah.
Daniel Jackson and his Colonel O'Neill's like, I got an idea, and they beam that thing up there, and you've seen Stargate. The movie is fantastic. It's one of the best movies ever.
So yes, also watch that one too.
Monarch Legacy. Monarch Legacy of the Monsters.
What's another one that we've been watching too?
Oh man, we got some TNG. We have been
What about the Loki series?
Loki season 2 is amazing. Check that out. Yeah,
it's good.
And the What If series, we haven't gotten a chance to really ramp into the new one. But
we've seen the first one.
See, first one we did. There's season 2's out now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so then I guess that's our next review.
2
or season 2.
What If? Yeah.
It's so good too.
We've got a lot of reviews. Kieran's been kicking them out. We got the first 2 already on there.
Props to our writers.
Props to all the writers. All the writers.
You guys
all the
are amazing. We
anybody
love you.
and everybody that's been on the grid there writing for us. We're very much appreciative of that.
I'm also one too, but I have been a little busy.
Been a little busy with the
taking photos and everything.
Videos,
but you'll be seeing more articles of me. And mine's more of I'm having conversation with you guys.
Yes. Lots of good stuff. We will, for people just joining us and wrapping up, we will be coming to you next weekend on January the 5th through the 6th, 7th, and New Orleans, Louisiana at Fan Expo New Orleans. We also will be, coming to you for more stuff after that. Tons more things, video content. If you want to follow us on YouTube, follow us at Sci-Fiction Official all together. It's got the same logo as, the gold and the blue letters, and with the eclipse of the sunrise and the comet going up. At Sci-Fiction Officials, our YouTube, at Sci-Fiction COM on Facebook, and just at Sci-Fiction on Twitter and Twitch, or X and Twitch, rather. It's not called X. This is Owen Cotter for scifiction.com. All sci-fiction guys. Episode 62 on Subspace Radio Network for Sci-Fiction Radio iHeartRadio. So I'm Owen. This is
Mars.
We will see you very, very soon next week at Fan Expo New Orleans, and Beautiful New Orleans is signing off. Have a beautiful week.
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper. So say we all. May the force be with you always.